All right, howdy and welcome back to Dakota's Projects. The exciting stuff is to come. It is Thursday night. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, so we're gonna try to kick some ass and get everything done in one weekend. And believe me, it is gonna be an uphill battle. We got a lot on the plate, but I came home from work today with a pleasant surprise from the coating store. We got our clear coat and our base coat, and then made another pit stop and found a little bit of luck. So I had mentioned in the first video that I did not know how or if I was going to be able to even fix the fenders, and that they're actually different from a truck to an SUV. So they were going to be harder to find. I happened to find a set on Marketplace. So I got a set of pretty clean fenders here for 150 bucks, and they're even the right color. I should play the lottery. So we're going to get those unloaded, and then we're gonna throw those in here. I am gonna paint them anyways. However, the fact that they're black and they match is good. I don't have to paint the insides of them, just the outside. So I didn't see any major dents just from a quick look. I didn't look them over that close because for 150 bucks, that's like really cheap, and they were only about 35-40 minutes from my house. So could not have asked for anything better. I guess it's meant to be, but we're gonna kind of change plans a little bit. We're gonna take the front end of the Tahoe apart, and then we are gonna swap fenders, take the hood off, and then all this is gonna go right in the scrap pile, so we don't have to deal with that mess at all. So exciting stuff. We're gonna start kicking some serious butt here, so stay tuned. We're gonna start off by doing some body work. So I'm gonna throw some sandpaper on a dual action sander. I'm gonna scuff up around all the worked areas and places I'm gonna wanna spread some body filler. We'll go ahead and wipe them down real quick, do a body filler spread, hop to the other side, do the same thing, and then we're gonna start sanding and blocking and trying to get everything nice and straightened out. All right, so I got a little bodywork update here for you. So first of all, I've been chasing my tail on this one, trying to get it straight. Yeah, the biggest mistake I made was definitely cutting downward. Excuse me. I ended up having to push this corner, and even though I didn't stress it too bad and I had a pretty good fit, the metal from the replacement component is substantially thicker than the sheet metal of the body on the vehicle. So it did actually pull, and so we had a lot of waviness going on and a couple low spots here and there. And though it may look like a lot of mud, it's a lot of thin coats. It's because I don't know any better. I always tell myself that I should just spread the whole thing. And, you know, although it takes a lot of material and you're going to sand a lot off, really the thickness isn't that bad. It's just enough to get rid of the waviness. But I always just chase the low spots and end up doing twice as much work anyway. So one day I'll wise up and learn my lesson. Since we're on bad topics here, yeah, as you can see, I did a no-no here. I do not condone this type of behavior, but the entire pinch on the bottom of this hatch is absolutely shot. So I'm not planning on painting this back hatch for a couple reasons. One, I don't really want to and take all the stuff out of it. And two, I don't have one. So I'm not going to go and cut all this out and try and cut and fit, and there's a dent there. So I needle scaled the back side, and then I took a 4.5-inch grinder on a flap disc on the front, got what I could, and then I just did the old smear and pray. So I know it's not going to last. So if anybody's thinking you can get away with just kind of wallowing out the rusty spot and putting Bondo in there, that is not the answer. Guarantee within the next calendar year, these are going to be cracking and bubbling through and busting off. So only good thing is about this color, it's a WA 9885 or 90 WA 8555. Just GM's generic black color. So it's super easy to match. So one day if it gets bad enough and I find a hatch, I will have to take it off and replace it. But this stuff here is actually looking real good too. I just did the last little finishing touches on a couple little low spots. But then after I'm done with this, the rockers are done. I'm gonna go ahead and sand these off. And then we're gonna probably jump over to the doors and fenders and start kind of scaling away what we need to there and assessing the damage and see what kind of scratches and dings we're gonna have to fix. These fenders, I just scooped up a couple scratches here, but overall they look like they're in super good shape. So we're just gonna give them a quick bath and sand them down and see what we're working with. I'm gonna lift the vehicle up, throw the tires back on, and then I'm thinking I'm just gonna go ahead and do the fender swap right now. I like to spray them off the vehicle with like the doors. Typically, because you get, I guess, well, they're standing up, but on flat panels, I can lay a little bit nicer clear, but you get a lot more dirt, so I guess there's a trade-off. But either way, we're gonna swap the fenders real quick. Being this is a dark color, I wanna do all my shuffling and shimmying around before I paint them, because black scratches if you look at it wrong. So we're gonna pop these rotten things off of here. Jaden helped me take the hood off this morning. throw the prep fenders on. Then we're gonna hopefully have time to pull everything outside, blow it off, wipe it down. Same thing with all the doors. Wipe them down real good. Then we're gonna throw everything in primer, and we're gonna start sanding our primer. Start taping things off. I will say, I forgot to mention, you know, I mentioned that I did not do a very good job on that hatch. I probably shouldn't have messed with it in hindsight, but either way, my plan as of now is basically just black bed liner. I'm just gonna do probably a 4-inch trim line along the bottom of there, and I may do that in other places. We'll see, but that's why I didn't go through, and I'm not gonna prime it or do much else. So that's why we're doing that. So just a quick update. I'll quit babbling and we'll get right back to it. All right, so I got the new fenders on. We're about to play musical chairs here. So it is raining, but a little bit. So I'm gonna try and pull the vehicle out and blow it off. But in the meantime, I have to sweep the floor here, get everything as clean as I can. So I'm not trying to sweep underneath the vehicle. Get all the dust stirred up now so there's time for it to settle. When I back the vehicle out, I'm gonna move all the doors that are on body stands over to this side, because I am gonna shoot them off the vehicle because I have to hit the door jambs. And obviously can't do the jambs with the doors on it. So we're gonna do one big shoot. We're gonna do the vehicle and all 4 doors at the same time. So move this out, blow it off, pull the doors forward, go around the other side of the paint booth and drive the Tahoe in, and then tuck it back to that wall. And then, we'll go from there. Hopefully we don't let out too much heat, and hopefully we don't stir up too much dust. All right, happy Sunday. It is bright and early this morning. It is raining really hard, so glad we got this game of musical chairs taken care of yesterday. Got the Tahoe where we want it. Doors are where we want them. At this point, I do have everything in primer, but I'm gonna have to go through and sand everything off, or at least sand it down before we settle in. I know there's gonna be some, just because of the substantial amount of body work that I had done. Even this side, I had already had to fill in a low spot, and I had some pinholes that were sticking out, and obviously hit some bare steel. So we're gonna have to reprime this again, but I got this side, I just gotta block a little bit here, get rid of some of these raw body work areas. Go to the other side, I'm gonna sand that down real quick and see where there's some areas that need improvement. Other than that, the door that I had primed, the little corners of fenders, the rockers, all that looks pretty good. So we're gonna get everything finished up here. I'm gonna do one more coat of primer, we'll sand it smooth, and then start cleaning and prepping for base. But I'll have you take a look outside here. Oh, it actually slowed down a lot. But river running down the driveway. Cold, miserable day, but a good day to be in the shop. Nice and cozy, warm, and we'll do some painting today.
All right, boys and girls, things are looking super good for the Tahoe. I always like spraying black components. They shine super good. They also show a lot of imperfections, but wetting the floor down sure helped today. And it also helps that it's over 70 degrees outside, so I can really have a couple windows open and get that clear cleaned out of here pretty quick without losing any temperature. So we're gonna hammer on another coat here, but man, it's already looking good. If I can keep it clean, she's gonna look super good. So stay tuned. Well, she's still cleaning out in here, but I mean, you talk about flat as glass. I mean, the most deep black, near finish.
Well, kind of a recipe for spring storm when it's 80 degrees during the day and feels humid. A little river flowing in the garden there. We got some hail for a while, but whew, we are inside. Tahoe's coming together nicely. So I did get a bit too rammy when I was taking this apart. So there's this little clip here. There's a cable that comes out for the door latch, and you set it in there, and then you put the barbs through this hole here. But I busted out this piece of junk when I was taking it apart. So now I get to put in a new handle, which we'll see. I think this guy will go here, and then yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna fix them door jambs. So obviously, I'm sure it's been bothering a lot of people during all my videos that I'm putting these nice painted doors on the outside and the inside is rusty. So like I said, this is not a SEMA truck, and the budget was not for new doors. So that was the right thing to do, but we're just gonna keep driving it in Wisconsin salt. So gave it a good facelift, painted the outside. The inside is gonna get some chassis saver. So it's more or less just some frame paint. You paint it directly over bare steel. So I did needle scale the inside of all the door jambs and the rear hatch. We're gonna go ahead and brush that on real quick. It's a nice black, so I don't have to worry about too much. All right, well, we're about to close this video out. Unfortunately, we are not going to get to see the Tahoe complete. Not in this video, at least. It will be in the next one. It was my full intentions to get this thing taken care of this video. However, I made a pretty major screw up. So this channel's all about real life, and not ashamed to admit that I bought the incorrect fenders. And not only did I not notice, but I went through and repaired these incorrect fenders, painted them, and installed them, as you could see. So they are off a Yukon, not a Suburban. I guess they're different. I thought GM SUV was a GM SUV and the trucks were different, but they're all three different. So we got a different body line and a different hook over the fender. So the headlights don't fit, grille would be different. I believe the hood would even be a little different. So not usable. I do have another set that I'm kind of looking at hopefully next couple days here. If that doesn't look good, I don't know what we're going to do, because believe it or not, they're actually getting kind of hard to find. So either way, the difference, I figure I'll show you here. So there's actually a body line right here, which you'll notice doesn't carry over into the door. And then this just cuts out this direction for the headlights. No snout here. And the old fender, there it is. This is all here, and it's smooth, no body line. So that was my screw up. So yay, I get to start over on another pair of fenders that are hopefully in half as good a shape as the ones that I bought, and probably pay twice as much, but that's life. This one, still not repairable, rotten on the inside. We had some paint flake in there, rust starting to creep here, and this is the major reason I gave up on it. The other side obviously has a whole gaping hole on the front side of that, so nothing I want to mess with. So that's how we're gonna clean this video out, but don't worry, part 3 is on the way. That'll be the final. I got to do some detailing anyway. It's all full of dust, and got to wash everything, clean the inside, bumpers, undercoat, the whole shebang. So we got a part 3 coming, but I won't be probably for a week or two. I'm gonna be getting into some tillage here soon. It's springtime, and the calendar don't wait. So weather permitting, we're gonna be doing some equipment prep, and then get into the tractor. So super excited about that, but don't worry, Tahoe is the daily driver, so there is some urgency behind this project. We will get it done. Just very unfortunate considering how nice it turned out and how straight the door gaps and everything like that got. Spent a lot of time aligning everything, but oh well, practice makes perfect, right? So either way, just want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure and like and subscribe. Part 3 will be coming, and yeah, hope you like some tractor work, because that's what's up next. Stay tuned.